Hello, welcome to Introduction to Political Science at CCBC. My name is John Deedy. What these video lectures will be doing is giving you highlights of various chapters and information for the course to help your learning and progress. This first video deals with the first chapter of the text related to politics and political science. What is politics? Politics involves making common decisions for a group of people that are applied to everyone. Who gets what, when, why, and how? Politics affects all of us. Political science combines many disciplines, but focuses on power, who holds it, and how power is used. In the United States, people are generally more interested in sports, entertainment news, and the stock market than they are in politics. What makes people interested? Well, politics affects their lives. The draft in the 1960s, wars, the economy, etc. all give people that effect behind, I have to do something, I have to fix this problem. Why has citizen interest declined at times in politics? At times discussed with politicians. A sense that citizens think, whatever I do, it doesn't matter at all. The influence of the rich and powerful have more weight than my little voice. Those who don't engage in politics have little control over their own future. The ignorant can be easily manipulated. Aristotle is considered the founder of the field of political science. He said everything happens in a political vacuum, in a political context, that man is by nature a political animal. Think about the workplace and the term office politics. Power is the ability to get one person to get another person to do something. In examining power, you must understand people. What makes them tick? Think about power. Is it given or is it taken? Power is part coercion and part persuasion. Power is complex. Politics is based on power. In the Milgram study, unwitting subjects were instructed by a professor to administer electric shocks to a victim, showing us people are willing to do something when instructed by an authoritarian figure. The experimenter ordered the student to give what the student believed to be powerful electric shocks to a learner who was actually just an actor and not hooked up to any electric shock stuff. When it comes to power, there is manifest and implicit power. Manifest power, an action by A causes B to do what A wants. A police officer pointing a radar gun causes people to slow down. Implicit power, B does what A wants because B senses A wants something done. When someone says, will anyone solve this problem? Sometimes B hears that and says, well, I'll solve the problem. This is how often mob hits are done, and a variety of other things. What establishes a person's or a country's power? There are three things: legitimacy, sovereignty, and authority. Legitimacy is the feeling by citizens that the government rule is rightful and should be obeyed. What creates legitimacy? Election results, habits, procedures, historic or religious identification. Think about the legitimacy of rule in a monarchy. A coronation religious ceremony often signifies the person has taken power, such as in Great Britain. A government with a high degree of legitimacy should require a low-level number of police officers to enforce the law. Military governments are often short-lived because they often lack legitimacy, because they often take power by force. How does a government lose legitimacy? Scandals and lies. Trust matters for citizens and government. Vietnam and Watergate, in many ways, eroded legitimacy and trust. In a theocracy, the legitimacy of the regime depends on the religious faith of the governed. There are two countries on this planet that are theocracies: Iran and Vatican City. The next item is sovereignty. The government is the boss on its own turf. Popular sovereignty. The legitimacy of the state is created by the will or consent of the people, the source of all political power. It's associated with John Locke and Thomas Jefferson. Benjamin Franklin once wrote, "In free governments, the rulers are the servants, and the people are their superiors and the sovereigns." Lastly, authority. Authority is based on a general agreement that a person or a group has the right to issue certain commands, and those commands should be obeyed. Authority can be backed up by tradition, respect for law. It can also be backed up by force or coercion. Legitimacy means respect for the government. Sovereignty means respect for a country. And authority means respect for the leader. Political science is more than just opinions. It's not just studying to become a politician. Political science is training in the objective and complex analysis of politics. It can contribute to good government by warning political leaders that all is not well, speaking truth to power. There are many subfields of political science, and in some of these subfields we actually offer courses at CCBC on these subfields. Political Science 101 talks about U.S. politics, focuses on U.S. political institutions and processes. Political Science 131, Comparative Politics, Comparative Government, examines politics with other nations. Political Science 131, International Relations, studies politics among nations. Political Theory, Political Science 160, looks at ideology and philosophy, attempts to define good politics. Public Administration attempts to look at a variety of things related to politics and how things can be better done. Studies how bureaucrats and bureaucratic work can be improved. Constitutional Law studies the application and evolvement over time of the Constitution. Public Policy studies the interface of politics and economics. Another area of political science and social sciences in general is theory in political science, and theory is very important. Theory is a set of statements or principles devised to explain a group of facts. There's a variety of classic and modern theories of political science. Hypothesis, a theory a researcher starts with to be proven or disproven by evidence. A thesis, an idea or claim to be proven by evidence. A thesis is a clear, direct statement. I believe the following. Any theory starts with a thesis or a hypothesis statement. As you go on in a social science field or any type of graduate school work, you will hear these terms all the time. Political science is an empirical discipline that uses both quantitative and qualitative evidence. Empirical theory, how things work based on observation. In other words, how does government work based on your eyes and what you see? Qualitative measures with numbers. It's about the facts. It's about data. Qualitative researchers aim to gather an in-depth study and understanding of human behavior and the reasons for such behavior. Behavior political science seeks to examine the behavior actions of individuals rather than institutions. What makes them tick? To understand Nazi Germany, you really have to understand the leaders and the behavior of people more than understanding the institutions of German government. Rational choice theory focuses on people's self-interests, making decisions based on how they should act by comparing cost and benefits of different courses of actions. Government may want to hire 10,000 new police officers in the city. The problem is the cost of hiring 10,000 new police officers is cost prohibitive. So at times government takes other actions because they can't afford the cost. Patterns of behavior will develop within a society that results from various choices. Since people want to get the most useful product at the lower cost, they will often judge the benefits of a certain object, for example, how useful the object is or the attractiveness of it, and compare it with other objects. Think about when buying a car. Hondas cost more than Fords, but Hondas have a longer long-term life expectancy and also retail selling value. And that's why people often choose to buy those cars. People will compare the price and cost. In general, people will choose the object that provides the greatest reward at the lowest cost. In other words, sometimes doing it on the cheap. Over the course of this semester, I will have several videos that you can watch and learn from. I will cover a variety of things in political science and a variety of political topics. The purpose of these videos is to help increase your learning and increase your understanding of political science. Some people learn better by reading a book, and some people learn better by watching a video to comprehend better. We all have a variety of different learning styles and abilities, and the purpose of these videos is that this time really is to increase and improve your learning ability in understanding this course. Take care and have a great day.